and welcome to another edition of the MOSE STOVALL Show. And I'm your host, MOSE STOVALL. Tonight, I've got a great interview lined up for you. You're going to enjoy it, I promise you. So stick tight to the TV tonight. Get your popcorn ready. Sip on whatever you want to sip on. It's Saturday night. We're going to have fun. Miss Tamara Canty is going to be in the building, and she's going to tell you all about what she's trying to do and been doing in her life. So sit tight, get ready. The MOSE STOVALL Show is on. I'll be right back after these words from my sponsors.
It's Vision 3 LLC, doing good for the entire neighborhood. DJs, venue assistants, fit training, life coaches, event planning. It's Vision 3, an information service for our community. To contact us, email us at vision3llc@yahoo.com.
If you need entertainment for a concert, corporate event, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050. If you need a singer, if you need a live band, if you need a DJ, or if you need a host or MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency has you covered with Lattimore, Wilson Manos, MOSE STOVALL, Mel Hollywood, Nathaniel Kimball, Certified Slim, T. Saunders, Bill Avery, the legendary Willie Mack, Stephanie Pickett, Taboo, Lady Trucker, MB Bradford, and host, MC, and DJ Ed Ramsey. If you need a singer, a band, a DJ, an MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency with the best entertainment for corporate events, concerts, or private gatherings. King's Entertainment Booking Agents, 205-705-4050. When you want the best entertainment for your corporate event, concert, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
Hello, and welcome back to the MOSE STOVALL Show. I told you she was in the building, Miss Tamara Canty, and I'm just going to let her go ahead and introduce herself to you, tell you who she is and what she does. Hey, Tamara, how are you?
I'm good, Mo. How are you?
I can't complain about a thing. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Go ahead and tell the people who you are. Give us a little background on yourself.
Okay, great. Well, thank you for the introduction. I feel like I'm getting ready to come out on stage and sing a song. All right. My name is Tamara Canty. I am a local realtor here in the Birmingham metro area. Specifically, my office is in Hoover, Alabama.
Okay.
And so I've been a realtor for a little over 2 years.
Okay.
But before that, I was a property manager. I was in property management for 14 years.
Like apartment rentals and stuff like that? Okay, 14 years.
14 years. HUD subsidized. I did regular, conventional apartments, and also I did that 7 years and did HUD subsidized for 7 years.
Okay. So what made you want to break off from that? Just that chapter was over?
It actually was. I actually got my start in student housing when I was a student at Mississippi State University.
College. Okay.
Yeah, and so I started out in student housing, did that mostly on my work study job.
Okay.
And then after I graduated, moved to Birmingham, and then got into property management almost accidentally, I guess you would say. And so I had invited a coworker to come and look at an apartment complex that I lived in Hoover, and when I was taking him through the apartment, the property manager asked me if I wanted a job, and
just
I was like,
that don't sound like an accident to me. That's something that was supposed to happen.
Yeah, and so she asked me, and I told her, I was like, I already have a job, but a couple of months later, I thought about it, and I was like, this will make a great part-time job. So that's what I did. I did that on the weekends for several years until I got married.
Did that help you on your rent?
It actually did.
So
yes, it did.
They gave you a break on your rent, and you were able to.
Yes, I was able to live in a upscale apartment complex for a reduced cost, very reduced cost.
Right.
Yeah.
What a blessing! What a blessing!
It was.
Now, tell you. So you're not from Birmingham?
I'm originally from Mississippi.
Where?
From Jackson.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Oh, 55, girl, yo.
Yeah.
So you born and raised in Mississippi?
Yes.
And so you went to Mississippi that way?
Mississippi State.
Mississippi State, Bulldog.
Yeah, Bulldog.
And then you moved to Birmingham. What brought you to Birmingham?
I actually moved here with a job actually that I had at the time,
Okay.
and the company sent us here for orientation,
Okay.
and we were in a hotel near the Galleria, and I fell in love with Alabama. I was
Right.
like, it is so beautiful here.
I tell
and a
people
couple
that.
of years later, I ended up moving here.
Wow. You know, being from the South, I tell people all the time, because I have people visit Birmingham, me being in the entertainment business, and they say, I thought this was the country.
That's what people tell me.
I said, I can take you with some cows and chickens and
Right.
everything. As I said, but Birmingham is just as big a city as any big city.
Right.
I'm saying it's a beautiful place. Cost of living used to be not so high. I can't even say that anymore. Times have changed. And I know with you being in the apartment industry, you saw that evolve too.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, because it's
yeah.
some expensive apartments.
I actually was talking to a potential client just yesterday, and
Okay.
she told me she lived on the 280 corridor.
Okay.
And she was in a one-bedroom apartment, almost at $1,000 a month.
One bedroom.
Yes, one bedroom.
And believe it or not, I can tell my age a little bit. Back in the very late '80s, and I mean at the end of the '80s, because I wasn't even 20 yet when I got my first apartment. My rent was $210.
You probably thought that was a little high then.
One bedroom, total electric, wall-to-wall carpet. I mean, I was young, bachelor. I thought I had it going on.
Yeah.
But $210 seemed like a lot to pay.
Yeah.
I don't think my job was paying me anymore, like $3.35 an hour.
Yeah.
So times have changed. What's so funny is the cost of living has gone up so high, but people's
The
pay.
wages have.
So how do you guys get around all of this in realty? You know, that was going to be one of my questions, and we're already there.
Yeah.
How are people able to afford some of this stuff? And wages are really not so far from $3.35.
Right, exactly, absolutely. And I'm glad you asked me that question, because one of the things that I have a heart for is affordable housing.
Okay.
And because I really believe that it was God really kind of shaping and molding where I am now as far as the mindset. So I worked in public housing, Section 8, and I noticed that there was a lot of people who would tell me that they had never owned a home. And some of my population was in their 60s, 70s, 80s.
Right.
And I thought, wow, you lived your whole life, renting and never owned a home. And so one of the things that I do, I try to be mindful of that population, finding opportunities, options that are available. Like I have a lease to own option.
Okay.
I work with lenders that don't look down on people, because I have a client that he makes literally $9 an hour, and so I partner with people that don't think that's strange or that don't look down on people. It's an honest living. It's an honest living, and so that being said, he might only qualify. I talked to his lender yesterday, and she said it's probably going to be $50,000-$55,000, but I'm going to find him the best house, the cute little house for that $55,000 that I can find.
When I was 24, I found a house over in Ensley Highlands for $42,000. My mortgage with my insurance, my property taxes all included. It's $350 a month.
Yeah.
3 bedroom, two bath. I was elated. The house, this house was so nice. A older white man owned this house, and he was very sick, so his family, put his house up for sale. But he had done so many things to this house. I really had a bargain, and I lived there about 4 years. And then I ended up building a house in Smithfield Forest, which is out in Pleasant Grove. Totally different situation.
Right.
Almost 4,000 square foot home.
Yeah.
So I went from like 3-something to 1,300. So even a house like that, 6 bedrooms, 3 baths, $1,300.
Yeah. And that was the thing I was sharing with her, and I was telling her, I'm not bragging, but my house is right at 2,700 square feet.
Right.
And my mortgage is under $1,100. So it's a 2-story house. So I was giving her really a point of reference that you can have a whole house, where you can get equity. And I want to talk about equity because a lot of people don't talk about talk about equity. But I had 2 clients last year. One is a nurse. The house was under $500 for her mortgage, including her property taxes, her insurance,
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
escrow
talking
for it. And another one, hers was also under $600. 3-bedroom, 1-bath, cute little house in the Center Point area. So it's doable. And I
Very
think
doable.
that if people, if the audience, if the viewers were aware that you can find great houses, it's not in the slums, it's not in the projects, for that kind of money.
Affordable.
I think, affordable. Yes, affordable.
Well, that's why we got you here today. I also want to ask you, so how many years have you been in Birmingham?
I have actually been in Birmingham a little over 20 years.
So you know the landscape now.
Yes,
You really do.
yes.
And how did you take that leap from property management into a realtor, being a realtor? How was that? What was that leap about? How did it even happen?
Well, at the time, I was frustrated with the company that I was working with. Great group of people, great organization, but because it was somewhat politically based, it's subsidized through HUD, so it was a lot of red tape, and it kept me frustrated a lot because I felt like if you see a need, you should fill that need, and you shouldn't have to go through all these chains of command, all this paperwork and things of that nature. And so I just felt like, I thought about it, what can I see myself doing until, well over into retirement age? And real estate was really just a natural transition because I had always done something with housing.
Correct.
For, like I said, when I was a college student and as well as in property management for 14 years, it just really, seemed like the next step.
When you were doing property management, did you continue to work 2 jobs or did you take that on full time?
I actually, I did it part-time for a while. I worked at a bank. So I did that and worked in property management part-time for a couple of years.
Okay, so you was juggling them hats.
I was.
And so you say you're married now, so wife?
I actually will be married 20 years next month in
April.
April.
In Birmingham.
Yeah, almost. We met each other
Is he a
soon
Mississippi
after.
boy or Birmingham?
No, he's Alabama. He didn't never travel to Mississippi until he met me.
Oh, you serious?
Yeah.
Took him over there and converted him, but he didn't stay though.
He a believer, yeah.
Yeah, made him a believer. That's a beautiful situation. Now let me ask you something. With COVID being so present, real quick, let's talk about that. How has it affected the real estate business?
Strangely enough, it has catapulted real estate to a whole nother stratosphere.
Wow.
It's just really weird, you would think. Now, in the onset, it was challenging trying to figure out how do things fit in with COVID and everything.
Right.
But we had a great group of realtors that were lobbying to make real estate essential in Alabama, and because it was not essential everywhere in all the states, and so that right there was a game changer for those of us in Alabama because we were able to continue to work.
We're going to talk about that some more. I got to take a small pause for the cause. I've got Miss Tamara here with me, y'all. She ain't going nowhere. We're going to talk more about this real estate stuff when we come back. Probably got something for you. Y'all sit tight. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
It's Vision 3 LLC, doing good for the entire neighborhood. DJs, venue assistants, fit training, life coaches, event planning. It's Vision 3, an information service for our community. To contact us, email us at vision3llc@yahoo.com.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
Hello, everyone. This is Tamara Canty with a new episode of Tam Talks. Today, I am on location in Birmingham, Alabama, at the lovely Ruth Place. So today, I have MOSE STOVALL from the MOSE STOVALL show here with me. He invited me here for an interview, and now I'm interviewing him. And today, we're going to talk about an upcoming event that he has, especially in honor of Mother's Day. How you doing, MOSE?
I am blessed and doing well, Tamara. Thank you for having me.
Great. Well, thank you for being here. Want to give you an opportunity to tell our viewers and listening audience about the upcoming event that you have in honor of Mother's Day. I'm excited about it.
Yes, I'm very excited as well. And I want to thank you, first of all, for being on my show today. And I want to go ahead and tell the people, if you have a mother, a wife, a sister, just some woman that you love, come join us. Vision 3 is having its first Mother's Day extravaganza at Ruth's Place, located at 2404 Derby Way, located in Birmingham, Alabama, exit 31 off of 459. Come out and enjoy a great night of fun. I've got 4 lovely ladies that's going to be in concert that night. The lovely Miss Cammy Cole, Miss Jenda Harris, Miss Aretta. She's a Birmingham native. Miss Cammy Cole is from Louisiana. And Miss Jenda Harris is coming all the way from Texas. So we want to make these ladies feel real good. It's all hosted by our very own, the lovely Miss D. DeVerne. It's a show you don't want to miss. Tickets are $25 in advance, $30 at the door. You can call Ruth's Place at 205-838-0460, or you can call 205-215-2086 for tickets, or you can go online, www.ruthplacecafe.com to get those tickets. We're looking for everyone to come out and just have a great night of fun and music and some good food. Hello and welcome back to the MOSE STOVALL Show. I'm your host, MOSE STOVALL, and this is the lovely Miss Tamara Canty, and she's here talking all real estate for you. We're going to jump right back into where we left off, and we were talking about COVID, how it affected the real estate business, and she talked about making it essential. So you said you had a group of lobbyists or group of realtors that were lobbying for this thing to become essential.
Yes.
So how was that process, and how long did it take you guys really to get things going?
Well, really, they were very proactive. They worked very quickly, so it didn't take very long for us to be deemed as essential.
Okay.
And so the challenge in the real estate world was figuring out, how can I still sell houses? How can I still show houses? When we didn't know a whole lot about COVID.
Okay.
So that's when the virtual showings took off.
Okay.
Virtual staging of houses took off.
This virtual thing, before we go from there. So how was that set up? What you guys were go in by yourself with a camera?
Go in by yourself with the camera, show the house, work with companies that, offer drone videos and all different type of technology. So what it did, it really helped push us into the technological age. Okay. Because real estate, because it is such a old, profession and business, that people just had gotten comfortable with doing it the way it had always been done.
Meet me, let's go walk through.
Yes. And so then you had to figure out, okay, wear gloves, don't wear gloves, put sanitizer out, don't put sanitizer out, put booties on your feet or don't put booties on your feet.
Always had the mask on.
So you had to learn to reinvent yourself. You had to start using social media, whereas people before, they were like I was like, oh, I don't like social media. But now, people are like, I cannot believe that you just 2 years ago you didn't like social media. Now I love it. And because I was like, I didn't understand the power of it.
What made you not like it? Because me being in entertainment, I don't like it to this day. I need it. Yeah. But it changed the way we live. A lot of people use it for what it's not. Right. You understand? Right. And that's what you know. Right. All that negative stuff that you've seen people do on camera. Because see, all of us now have the power of a camera. Right. We have technology in the palm of our hand. We all walk around with a computer. Right. It used to be a cell phone. Right. Now it's a camera phone. Yeah. It's a camera first. Yeah. And people utilize that. And it's sad. But when you learn how to get into it, get your niche, and use it for your tool.
But it's just like money. Money can be used for good or evil. Amen. And that technology can be used for good or evil. It depends on the person behind it. Right. What their motives in
the motive. The motive. You're right about that. Yeah. Okay, so 2 years. How has your experience been? What?
I have had a wonderful experience. Now, I will say this. Real estate can be very challenging because it's hard to break into the industry, especially if you're by yourself. Right. So I admonish people. I meet a lot of people who have tried going to real estate school, couldn't pass their exam, and all different types of things. They were very isolated and lonely within the group of people that they may have worked with. And I admonish people, there is still an opportunity to pass your real estate exam. Right. I love helping people pass their exam because
tell 'em.
there is a way to go about doing it. When I took my real estate exam, my goal was to take it one time.
Right.
I've heard of people taking it 10 times.
Wow.
Yeah, and so, but what I found was, and I had the privilege of asking a real estate commissioner what is it that they're looking for with the exam, and what she said was so profound but so simple. She said they're looking for mastery.
See?
They're looking for people that know what they're doing. You know, and that should go without saying.
Right.
But a lot of people approach it from the standpoint, I'm gonna wing it, I'm a pass, and I'm not gonna prepare for it.
It's not regular school.
Because you can ruin a person financially.
Right.
You can totally ruin their whole life if you don't know what you're doing.
Right.
So this industry, you have to be ever learning. You have to be a student of it. And so I encourage and admonish people, if you're considering a real estate career, give it another shot. I have a young lady that I sponsored into Exit Elite Realty recently.
Okay.
She's been with the organization for 2 months. She's so excited, but she had tried to do it 3 years ago.
Oh, wow.
So she's at a different place in her life, and she came back. She passed her exam on the first attempt, and now she's a full-time realtor.
Wow.
And so that's the thing is, and you have to find your group. You have to find your real estate home, and that was the thing for me. I went to 2 other companies previously before I found Exit Elite Realty, and it was a game changer for me.
So Exit is that the first and only company that you worked for?
No, I actually worked with 2 other companies.
You actually
before.
worked for them?
I had 2 other companies that I worked with before, and it was at the very beginning of the pandemic, which was tough because I was like, oh my God, a career change and pandemic all at the same time. Literally, the pandemic shutdown came about 2 weeks after I got my license.
Are you serious?
Yes.
So I can already know you know what a slow moment. You know what a slow moment is.
Yes.
How do you encourage other realtors when it's slow or? And I know this is a business where you create business, right?
Yes.
So how do you go about creating business in the real estate?
It's you create business through relationships.
Okay.
Some realtors, they want to get in and get out. It's almost like a one night stand in a sense, you know. For
A lot of people hold licenses and don't sell any houses.
Yeah,
right?
and a lot of it is because they don't know what to do. They don't know where to start. And one thing I told someone recently who called me because she wants to start a real estate career, I didn't realize in the beginning that this is a actual business. You ain't just selling real estate. You a one-man PR firm. Your advertising firm. You everything. And so when people don't understand that and they think they're just gonna be going out selling real estate, it's so much more to it than that. You have to learn everything, every aspect, how to handle your finances, everything. You know.
You got, like I said, you got moments where you might go what? How long you
sometimes you can go weeks in a dry spell, and so it's a matter of managing your resources when you have them, you know, and not just balling all the time, you know, because I get a lot of phone calls from people trying to sell me something, you know, sell me marketing, sell me advertising, but I always look at, is it beneficial to my business? Is it something I can do myself?
You have to pick your poison.
They're trying to sell me something I can actually do for myself.
Right.
But sometimes it means it requires spending that time learning that craft, you know. So, you know, taking photos and creating videos.
You have to stay busy.
You do.
So you work for Exit Realty. Is that like, but you know, being a realtor, is that also still like working for yourself?
It's absolutely working for yourself.
You work for yourself.
We in Alabama, we have to have a place to what we call hang your license, so that you have oversight. So we have what we call a broker, and that broker legally is held responsible for us, held accountable for us for our training, teaching, mentoring. So it's so important who you connect with in the real estate world, because there was a time when I was like, I don't know if I can do this, and I wanted to give up and I wanted to quit, but there was a voice on the inside of me that kept saying, don't give up.
Well, you're not a quitter, so when you're not a quitter, God won't let you quit. We know that. You've been doing this real estate thing now, you say, for 2 years. Do you really enjoy it?
I love it. I
so
love
it's like
it.
And I've heard you talk, so it seems like a ministry to you.
It is. It's exactly a ministry.
Because you like helping.
Yes, I love helping people. And you hear that a lot, like, oh, I love helping people. But to what extent do you love helping people? When it's 11 o'clock at night, are you willing to still be up working on your client's behalf? There's a lot of behind the scenes work that goes on to get your clients to the closing table that sometimes they never even know about. You know, I've been in tears sometimes, like, oh Lord, this, you know, the whole deal is trying to fall apart, and you have to be a person of faith.
Right.
If God don't help you, it's gonna be tough.
Amen.
It's gonna be tough.
I do know that.
Yeah.
So before we get off here, tell people how they can contact you personally,
Okay.
or Exit Realty, or just how do we get in contact with you?
Okay, you can reach me, Tamara Canty, TAMARACANTY at www.tamaracanty.net. You can also call me at 205-774-8824. I have websites, you name it. I'm on social media, on Facebook, Tamara Canty. Tamara Canty Realtor also is my Facebook handle. So I'm on Instagram, The Real Tamara Canty. So you have multiple ways to reach out to me. I would love to talk to you. Love to talk to you about a lease to own option that I have available, and we can work with whatever your budget is. Even if you have bad credit, don't be embarrassed, don't be ashamed. I can help you too.
It's Tamara Canty, y'all. Realty at its best. I'm telling you, I'm loving what she's talking about. I ain't got a lot of time, but I want to do some realty stuff. So we'll talk more about that on another day. And I've also got some young daughters that I really want to kind of get geared up in, but their mind has to be postured right to do it. I can only advise it. I can't force nobody to do anything, but I know positive is what you're doing. We thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you for having me, and thank you guys for watching.
And you're welcome back anytime.
All right.
Y'all be good. I got to get out of here, man. We'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
If you need entertainment for a concert, corporate event, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agency, 205-705-4050. If you need a singer, if you need a live band, if you need a DJ, or if you need a host or MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency has you covered with Lattimore, Wilson Manos, MOSE STOVALL, Mel Hollywood, Nathaniel Kimball, Certified Slim, T. Saunders, Bill Avery, the legendary Willie Mack, Stephanie Pickett, Taboo, Lady Trucker, MB Radford, and host, MC, and DJ Ed Ramsey. If you need a singer, a band, a DJ, and MC, King's Entertainment Booking Agency with the best entertainment for corporate events, concerts, or private gatherings. King's Entertainment Booking Agents, 205-705-4050. When you want the best entertainment for your corporate event, concert, or private gathering, contact King's Entertainment Booking Agents, 205-705-4050.
Household Remodeling and Ironworks is licensed and bonded. For all your residential and commercial needs, Household Remodeling and Ironworks specialize in wrought iron burglar doors and windows, custom wrought iron estate doors, custom built handrails and gates, lawn service, trailer gates, and heating and air conditioning protected cages for home, businesses, and churches. Call Household Remodeling and Ironworks today to get your free estimate today. Locally owned and operated. Look for Household Remodeling and Ironworks on Facebook.
It's Vision 3 LLC, doing good for the entire neighborhood. DJs, venue assistants, fit training, life coaches, event planning. It's Vision 3, an information service for our community. To contact us, email us at vision3llc@yahoo.com.
Well, this concludes another edition of the MOSE STOVALL Show. I'm your host, MOSE STOVALL. Hope you guys really enjoyed that interview with Miss Tamara Canty, our Realtors edition. I'll catch you back here next week, same time, same station. Until then, you guys be good. Remember, once a task has just begun, never leave it until it's done. Be the labor great or small, do it well or not at all. Bye.